Hi, welcome to Ghostbusters International. Well, who are the ghosts? Who are these ghosts that we're afraid of? Well, the ghosts are the phantom feelings, the phantom fears and anxiety sent to us by the mind to haunt us, to make us obey the programming, the conditioning. And who are the Ghostbusters? Well, no, in the gang. They're not available. So instead, what you can do is go to the field of the heart, to your own heart. When you are thinking, the mind spooks us with limited feelings of anxiety and fear. When you go to the field of the heart, our intuition, our knowing, lets us know that we're in charge, that we have nothing to fear, that all frightening thoughts and feelings are creations of the mind. They're made up. They're not real. They're phantom fears. None of these beliefs, limited beliefs, none of these scary feelings are based on fact or on truth. None of them will stand up to the light of day. None of them will stand up to the light of the field of the heart. And none of these disturbing thoughts and feelings can withstand the power and the wisdom and the knowing, the clarity of the field of the heart. When you drop into your heart, then your soul lets you know what's real and what's unreal. It lets you know what's made up, what's fabricated, and what's authentic, what's valid. If you ask of any belief, of any thought, feeling, or belief, do I know this belief for sure? Do I know this belief is true for sure? You go to your heart, you go to your knowing, you go to your experience. Do I know if this belief is for sure true? No. The answer is always no. Do I know if this limited belief is helpful? Is this limited belief helpful? Again, the answer is always no. No way. The human heart is documented to be the strongest generator of electrical energy and magnetic energy in the body. The news is that the heart is more powerful than the brain. We've been programmed to believe that the brain is where all the action is. The physical world is created by the electrical and the magnetic fields of energy. But the electrical field of the heart is 100,000 times stronger than the electrical field of the brain. The magnetic field of the heart is 5,000 times stronger than the magnetic field of the brain. The electromagnetic field of the heart pops into the vacuum of the womb before the physical heart is created. And the electromagnetic field of the heart and the physical heart develop way before the brain develops in the embryo. Also, 2/3 of the cells of the heart are neural tissue, similar to the ganglia tissue in the brain. The ganglia tissue are the tissue that store information. So the heart is actually a brain. So in light of all this scientific evidence, which brain would be best to give the job of running your life? The brain in your head or the brain in your heart? Perhaps it would be more useful to consult the infinite intelligence of the brain in your heart, since it's much stronger, much more powerful. Jesus said, "I am the open door that no one can shut." Sai Baba said, "You are the dreamer, God is the doer." Open the door to your heart and become aware that your consciousness is not confined to your body or your brain. The mind is not the thinker. The brain is not the thinker. Your infinite consciousness is the source of all thinking and all experience. Your consciousness is everywhere, not just where you think it is, where we've been taught it is, where we've been programmed to think that it is in the brain. The electromagnetic field of the heart is your doorway to expanded experience, to expanded consciousness and infinite possibility. The field of the heart is the doorway to new, different, and fresh domains. The field of the heart is the threshold and the throne of creation. It is a portal to access guidance, grace, truth, and transformation. And you are always in the field of the heart. Everything you know emanates from the field of the heart. In fact, you can't not be in the field of the heart. The field of the heart is what you are. The field of the heart is who you are. Jesus taught, "Do not let your hearts be troubled. Do not let them be afraid." The Muslim Quran says, "Success comes to those who come to the Lord with an open heart." There is no place that is not in the field of the heart. But you can turn your attention somewhere else. You can turn your attention away from the field of the heart. In reality, you are always in the heart space. It is only our awareness that can shift and move away from the heart. So how can you stay in the heart with heart awareness throughout every day? Well, there are several ways you can do it. The simplest one is to put your hand in your heart. If you shift immediately, then you're home free. If you don't shift immediately, then here are some other ways that you can shift into your heart and stay in that heart awareness. The first way is to empty the container of your mind. So if you would picture or see your mind as a container filled with content, thoughts, and feelings. And now empty that container. Pour out the contents of your mind. And see the contents of your mind pouring out until your mind is empty. Feel the contents of your mind flowing out until your mind is an empty space. You can also notice your thoughts and let them go. Notice the constant flow of thoughts and feelings through your brain and through your awareness. Now acknowledge those thoughts and feelings and then let them go and turn your attention back to your heart. You could see your thoughts as clouds floating by. Or you can see your thoughts as clouds or balloons floating up and away. Observe your thoughts and feelings neutrally, with curiosity but not judgment. When you observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, that keeps you in the state of heart awareness. Let go of all sense of not being in your heart. The thought of a problem can be the problem. Ask yourself, if I knew what I might notice if I were in my heart, what ways of dropping into the heart would I discover? If I knew what ways I might notice from my heart, these open-ended questions are very helpful. If I knew how to drop into my heart, what would I do? If I knew how to stay in my heart throughout my day, what would my life be like? You can also open to true compassion. True compassion is the space of no thought, attitude, opinion, outcome, agenda, expectation. True compassion is emotion without charge. True compassion is neutral attention, total allowing, total acceptance, where your ultimate intention is the harmony of everyone involved. It's the way of the Tao. It's the way of the heart. And remember, you are always in the field of the heart. By the very physics of the universe, you can't be anywhere else. It's not possible to be anywhere other than in the field of your heart. The field of the heart is what you are. The field of the heart is who you are. It's what have you always been, and it's what you will always be. You might ask yourself, how long does it take to be where you've always been? How long does it take to be where you've never not been? Thank you.